come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze, bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like straight up. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like straight up.
Shit ice cold, Trey Young.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads, pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys, put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze, bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like straight up.
Shit ice cold, Trey Young.
What's good, family? It's your dog Demond here, man. We Talk Horse TV, We Talk Horse Daily. I'm just chilling today in my man cave, so I don't got the good camera up, my lighting bad, but it's all good. I just want to talk. I just want to talk a little bit about the trade deadline. Salute to everybody in the building. Who I got rocking with me tonight? Well, this afternoon, I should say. Salute the Torian, my guy. Salute the King Philip. Salute the Bobby. Salute the Sports and Society. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. Let me drop the link just in case anybody want to come up here and voice their opinions about what the Hawks should be doing at the deadline. Okay, so y'all remember, let me tell you something. Did y'all see the news today? Did y'all see the news today? Salute the King Hawks. Salute the Marquis. Did y'all see the news? Clint Capela is injured. Salute the Starks. AA Sports. Hey, I done read up the garage, baby. We re-up in the garage, baby. I'll be in there tonight. Did y'all see the news today? Clint Capela is injured. Oh my God, bro. Clint is injured. So do you really think somebody's going to give you any type of assets for Clint Capela? Do you really think? Matter of fact, let me just pull it up because I don't want people just to think I'm saying shit just to say shit. Let me pull it up for y'all, man, and let's discuss. Cause I be trying my best, man, to try to try to let people know what time it is, man. Let me show y'all, man. Look at this right here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Is this it right here? Look at this right here. Look at that right there. You see that? Let me go and make myself small. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? After experiencing discomfort late in last night's game versus Golden State. So now that I'm reading that, family, I read that line. You know what I'm thinking? Did he really play a Conwu because a Conwu was doing good, or he didn't bring Clint back in because he got hurt? We'll never know. But Clint Capela underwent an MRI earlier today at the Sports Medicine Complex. He has been diagnosed with a left adductor strain. He will be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. In 7 to 10 days, he will be reevaluated. The trade deadline is in 4 days. So, if you couldn't move a healthy Clint Capela, do you really think you can trade this guy right now? Do you really think you could trade this guy right now? And I'm gonna tell you, with a healthy Clint Capela, you was gonna need to attach a first round pick to it to get him off your books. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Salute to my guy Solution in the building. What's good, my guy?
And said, "Come on, chop it up." Which I saw the news too, and I said, you know what? Every time he come out and have a dominant performance, I pray that man can get back in the next game. Because when he exerts so much energy on the boards and he's active, it's like somewhere it's gonna be his feet. Now it's an adductor injury, and those things, Anthony Davis struggled with that for a long time. He's still struggling with that adductor injury. So man, I hope it's a week, like they said, because he our best offensive rebounder. And we just came off, we're on this winning streak and we need him.
Mhm.
Now Double O gonna earn his check. But I think they got filling in. Oh, I think Zubac just got ruled out. I'm not certain. I gotta look it up, but
Now you
it's
see,
a very unopportune time because Kawhi Leonard is cooking. George just got back into the lineup. He was out, but he just came back. They pretty much kind of at full strength, and we're not even really there. It's just very untimely news. You know what I'm saying? Because we really needed him, man.
the biggest thing about the Clint news, man, on the court, Bruno. Bruno, this is an opportunity for him to this is an opportunity for him to try to make a name for himself.
I agree because we
Try
see.
to establish himself as a legit NBA player, right? But that changes stuff that the Hawks want to do at the trade deadline now. So, Clint is probably still going to be on this team. I would probably put it if I was a betting man. I know Solution's a betting man, but if I was a betting man, I would probably put it at 90% that man, I'll probably go 95% with this injury. That he is an Atlanta Hawk after February the 8th.
Well,
Um,
well, to compound upon your point,
mhm.
when when we were looking to trade him this year, and the news came out that he didn't have any value, that was a step back in the trading his trading value. Now that he's hurt, I agree with you. It doesn't help. It would have helped coming off of this game he had and he didn't get hurt. What's the irony of that? But I said it, man. Last time he had a big game like this, you remember he got hurt. He got hurt too. When he went out, he had like a big double double, and he was out there balling. I don't know if it was against Golden State. It was against somebody. He had a big monster game, and then he ended up having some was wrong with him. But he's he's a very fragile player. That he's not been able to play a whole season. And that's another thing that a lot of people look at Clint. They know that he's not able to play a full season. He's not on. He's not on. He's not like in his prime anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he can definitely be a solid, as we know, he can be a solid piece for somebody, a double double guy. His offensive rebounding is very good. He's a good teammate. But his injuries is what really hurt him the most. When he had got to get out,
Now,
yeah,
the Solution, let me tell you about Clint, man. Clint has allowed the game to pass him by not adding anything to his offensive game. It limits him in today's the way they want to play basketball in today's NBA. If this was the early 2000s, 90s, he would still be good.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that Clint, this is what I would do if I'm the Hawks, right? And this is what I believe. This is what I want to hear. Theory I came up with. This is a theory I came up with, right? And y'all tell me. Salute my guy Darren. What's good, Darren? Thanks for tapping in, my guy. Appreciate you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's a theory. Y'all tell me if I'm crazy, right? I believe the offers that was presented to the Hawks for any of our players was all underwhelming, right? Why do I say that? So you look at the news that came out that said the Hawks only offers the Hawks took seriously. Remember that they took seriously, meaning other teams submitted the offers. Only ones the Hawks took seriously was the Jazz deal and the Laker deal, right? Which, since these guys are still on the team, I would assume the Hawks didn't like their offers neither. So my theory is, I believe Landry Fields went to the team and told those dudes, listen, none of y'all getting traded. Because he already knows he's not going to get what he's asking for. Now you can agree or disagree with Landry putting a price on Murray. You can say it's too high. I'll give him credit if he don't move Murray. I will give him credit for standing on business, saying, hey, I value said player at this level. I mean, all your good GMs do that. Ainge, Masai, they do that, right? So my theory is after that Dallas game, I believe he sometime after that he told those guys y'all will not be traded, and that's why to me you see all the effort and energy doing this winning streak. That
Well,
game last night, and let me say this real quick. Solution that I'll be quiet. That first quarter from Clint Capella, if that didn't remind you of Eastern Conference Clint Capella, I don't know what else did. I don't know. I haven't seen him come out with that much energy at the beginning of a game. He had one play on the defensive side where he hustled. This was the first quarter. He hustled back. I can't remember if he blocked the shot, but he did something. He interfered with the guy, made them miss the shot. Then he ran all the way back down court. The team passed the ball down court, got it to Jalen, and Jalen rewarded Clint Capella. You know, you reward your big man for running the floor. Rewarded him. Boom. I don't remember the last time I seen Clint Capella put forth that much effort, dog. Now, I ask you, Solution, Darian, chat. I ask y'all, do I sound crazy when I say that?
crazy and
I don't
what?
think so.
No, I mean,
Does
what?
it does it sound like? Does that sound like? Let me say it like this. This Solution. Does it sound like something that is believable? Right.
No, well, it goes back. It goes back to what you said. What caused the chaos in the first place? What caused the chaos is when they came out and said everybody was tradable except for Jalen and Trey, and then everybody's head got fucked up.
And
Then
that was when Solution. Remember, that was right before the Pacer game.
right, and now you're saying your assessment that you think Landry went to the team and said nobody's gonna get traded. So now everybody's like, okay, cool. Now you know they're like little kids. They're like, okay, now everybody can rest. Cause man, when you get traded, man, it's not a good feeling, man. You gotta uproot your family. You gotta move. You shit in your fucking contract might change. So now people can probably play with ease and mind. But okay, cool. I'm gonna stay. They want me here. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why we saw a good game because probably Capela was a big part of being moved because a lot of teams could use a big that can rebound. Right now that one piece, if Capela move could be a difference between a team not making the playoffs and making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense in that sense. If they had a meeting with the team or with ownership and said, let these guys know let Quinn know, hey, we gonna. That's why you said in the other stream that he was voting to keep Murray. Didn't you say something like that? That Quinn was vouching for Murray or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then who he gave the ball? I was surprised last night that he didn't. That was good because I'm tired of seeing all the hero ball from Trey all the time. I'm happy he gave the ball to Murray and let him tie the game up. Because you were arguing with Matt. You said, well, who tied the game up? Matt was talking about, oh, he had an off game, but who made the shot to go into overtime? The
And
job.
remember,
And he
um,
had the leader.
before my
He
bad, I
had,
was gonna say, Darian, what's your thoughts on the theory I came up with? Believable or crazy?
Nah, I think it's believable. Something definitely happened because everyone just seems to be playing so much more comfortable. You know what I mean? It's like everyone, for some reason, it seems like everyone knows their roles now. And I agree with Solution. I like the adjustment that they've made the past couple of games because in the fourth quarter, like around 3 minutes, it seems like Murray's been the one that's been pretty much leading the charge on that. And they have Trey playing off ball, which I like anyway because it's pure absolute hell trying to catch Trey off ball doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like I
And,
said, I,
and go
I
ahead, my bad, Solution. Go ahead.
I'm beginning to see more innovation in the offense of the front court being more established, and that's why I was telling Juan yesterday when we set the tone in the first quarter. Now we've gone out the leads a lot, but when we set the tone physically and like we express a lot of physicality, and what did we do last night? I'm a bet man, and I play daily fantasy. You guys know that. And I know Kaminga went 11 for 11. And last time I was on the broadcast, I was going back and forth with the guys about Kaminga coming to Atlanta. But I said, I know Quinn ain't going to let Kaminga cook us twice. And what did they do? They made him play defense. They
Exactly.
go at him and make him play.
Exactly. You know what else I noticed? Solution? Darian in the chat. You know what else I noticed? What was so good about yesterday's game? Straight off the rip. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you didn't see this or not. The very first freaking play, we went straight to Clint. Because it's a mismatch with Clint, with Draymond Green on Clint.
Yeah.
We didn't waste no time. We didn't have to run no type of sets. We saw the mismatch and we strictly attacked it. And before you knew, I think Clint had a quick 4 or 6 points within the first couple minutes of the game. Like, bruh, I see a whole different energy shift in this team. Now, granted, let me add this. I'm not saying they're not going to trade nobody before the deadline or in the offseason. Well, we know at the offseason, people getting moved, people getting cut, whatever, because we got to get below the tax. But I really don't think that the Hawks are going to trade Murray at the deadline unless a team come and meet their demands. But then what you going to tell Trae Young? Because remember, the main reason they went to get Murray was why? We needed that secondary scorer / ball handler because of what happened to us in the Miami series. These last 4 games, don't ask me why it took so long for them to get here, but these last 4 games, it's kind of showing you what we was hoping the backcourt looked like offensively. Now, obviously, defensively, I mean, the coach said, hey, and I said it last night on the watch along. I said Murray looked gassed chasing behind Steph Curry, and the coach pointed that out at the post game press conference. So I mean, anybody who wanted Murray traded at the deadline, what I'm gonna tell you is this: it could still happen. I just think that the odds of that happen, if I'm a betting man, I'm betting that he wouldn't be moved. He's not going to be moved right now
Well,
because
if you trade Murray, then you're basically saying you're giving up on the season because
yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
you can't get nobody right now in return for Murray that's going to give you his on-court presence, his ball handling, and defense. And then no one out there. And all you saying is you're going to try to get picks. And we know this front office don't know what to do with draft picks. So right now, the best thing for them to do, and as a business person, with the rest of us is just try to get back in the playoffs and try to be Miami or last year. I mean, that's all you can do. Anything can happen when you get in the playoffs. Now I know we ain't got the best defensive team, but if we can figure out some things, in our rotation,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, now this is where you're gonna start seeing Quinn really earn his money because last night he won without Bay, without Matthews, and with DeAndre coming off the bench, giving you solid defensive minutes. Now he's gonna have to show you that he can actually coach his team with a backup big that he don't normally use and a Congu playing center. So that's what I'm looking forward to see, and how more he continues to get JJ involved in the offense. Because the reason why you don't move Murray is that you're saying you're moving on with making JJ a more focal part of your offense and defensive rotation. JJ is the key to this team and holding this team together as glue. He has so much potential. The thing with JJ is gonna have to understand with playing with Trey, him and Trey gonna have to get along. That Collins and Trey Young shit, we can't have that shit between him and JJ and Trey. Trey got to step up. He ain't a born leader, but he gonna have to help JJ, man, be where he is. That's what I'm looking for him, man.
I
So
think I think Trey, man, I think Trey has taken a big step as a leader this year. Now, granted, when you got certain habits like arguing with refs, looking for calls, it's kind of hard to get out of the routine. Thank God you got Wesley Matthews, because Trey was arguing a foul while the game was going, and Wesley Matthews was on the bench, and he told Trey, "Hey, shut up and get down court, bro. Yeah, like you ain't got time to be worried about that right now." Um, so stuff like that, it's going to it's going to take some time to stop doing that. But like we all know though, all stars talk to the refs. All of them complain.
yeah,
So I don't hold that
Yeah,
against
that's
you.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say everyone, all
Yeah,
star,
all stars
everyone talks to
work
the
the
refs.
refs. Yeah, they all work the refs. So I'm not going to. My only issue with Trey when he complain with the refs, he can't complain with the ref while the play going on. Like, let the play. How about let's wait for the next dead ball? Then you walk over there to the refs. Like, hey, bro, woo, woo, woo. But I
Trey,
think
his
this.
game.
Oh my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trey gotta allow his game to speak for itself. He got a big bullseye on him in the whole NBA. I mean, honestly, I know he's trying to prove to everybody right now that he got snubbed in the All Star game and all that, bro. But that Eastern Conference Finals run we had, he gotta let that shit go, bro. Like that's in the past now, bro. Like we got a lot of other teams that are getting better than us right now.
You know what we need to do? You know what we should be doing right now? Solution. If I was the GM, you know what I would do? I would cut somebody. I will cut somebody, and I mean probably be Bruno or Garrison, whoever making the least amount of money, and go get me another big or another wing.
Bro, they out there. They out there.
That's
Another
what
wing, please. We need another God. We
that's
need
what I
another
would do.
wing.
I mean the guards. I mean you could uh get rid of Patty Mills. And the only reason I'm saying cut somebody because if I remember correctly, I don't think we have a roster spot available just to go sign
Which the
somebody
crazy,
out.
I don't say the
Exactly.
crazy thing is, you really don't have to cut anyone if you just bring Kobe or Seth up.
Well, I was about to make
Yeah,
that.
but guess what, Darian? They don't really help us as far as the length, though.
That's true. That's true. I was
Now,
gonna say, earlier. I think when you're talking about trades, I think the most likely person to get traded is AJ right now.
That's a problem that I have with our team. Our young guys, they're not getting no experience. All these other teams, man, they young players getting experience. We play
well,
players like Garrison Matthews, Patty Mills, Wesley Matthews. I'm looking at Orlando and some of these other teams that are rebuilding, Detroit. All the young players are getting experience on the court, and we getting behind, man. And now all we doing is trying to revolve these players that we got wrapped up in these long contracts and that keeping us in a mid situation. I agree with you guys, man. Like we need to get Kobe up here, let him get some experience. Lundy possibly get some experience. What can we lose? You know what I'm saying? By
yeah,
having that.
that's because, but see, solution that goes to show you, like we can all agree, you can't compete for a championship with a bunch of young guys. But it goes to show you that the Hawks, when they started the season, The goal was never about development. It was about winning games. Now you could. I'm not gonna sit here and say you can't pivot your season goals depending on how the season go, right? But I believe that Quinn Snyder is coaching because he's trying to win games, and I don't think he really is like, "Oh, I'm not going to play Lundy, Kobe, uh, when I think personally I have better personnel on the team because I'm coaching to win the game. I'm not coaching for this guy to go out here and say, well, at least our young guy got 10 minutes. He's developing. He not, I don't think Quinn's not about that type of action. I think he about coaching to win games. And that's why you don't see Buffkin playing. That's
That's
why you didn't see only time you saw Seth Lundy. The only reason Seth Lundy even got called up because we had injuries. If we wasn't injured, he wouldn't even be called up. That's one.
Agreed.
And then he only played because we had injuries. And then as we started getting people back, he was only playing garbage minutes. Then he got hurt. So I mean, listen,
develop young talent, man. We know that. You know
and I'm
that.
gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this solution. I'm gonna say this: the Atlanta Hawks, right? We're in a bad spot. The owner want to cut salary because we're gonna be in luxury tax. So you have to somebody got to make a decision because you're probably going to be relying on Kobe next year. You're probably going to be relying more on Jalen Johnson next year. You're probably going to be relying on the Seth Lundy. You're probably going to rely a little bit on Mohammed Gay. You got to get these guys ready now. Don't try to wait till summer league. Don't wait till the end of the season and say, okay, guys, go in the off season, go get better. You can send them to a college park. Now with AJ, I don't know what's wrong with him. Cause I'd have been, if I'm the coach, I'd have been sent to college park. And and as the coach, I would talk him into going down to college park. Like, why you want to sit on the bench and never play? Go to
That
college park where you can get 30 minutes a night, clown, do whatever you want down there, work on your game, and you'll be Gucci. But like I try to tell people, man, you got an owner who has a history of not spending money. So that's why I be telling people, what you think? You really think he gonna trade for a superstar? He don't even want to pay the little shit you giving Murray.
that's my
Which is
point.
crazy because that's a great contract. That's a
Yeah,
great. You're
guess
not gonna
what?
find a
Guess
better
what,
contract.
Darren? Guess what? Look at and anybody else in the chat. Look at DeJounte's numbers the last 2 years. So that last year with the Spurs, first year with the Hawks, and this year, right? Find me another guy. Let me say it like this: do you believe the last 3 years, the numbers that he putting up, if he continues to do that, do you believe that's worth $29 million a year? I do. I believe
Easily.
that. And guess what? He's starting next year. He's locked in for the next 4 years. At the first, he don't even hit 30 million until the third season of the contract. The first two seasons is like 27, 29 million. So what I try to explain to some fans who are anti-Murray is this. I'm not saying Murray is your number two for a championship. What I'm saying is I believe a guy like DeJounte is a piece to a championship. Think about that. Think about that for a minute. DeJounte is almost he's like a shorter version of what he's doing for us, Chris Middleton, what he was doing for Giannis when they went on their little run. Giannis carried the team on his back, woo, 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 clutch moments. Because guess what? What do we know? Even superstars get tired at the end of the game when you facing doubles all night, when you're getting fouled all night, you're doing all this, playing all these minutes. Chat, y'all can't tell me last night wasn't a relief that we didn't just have to sit here and say, man, I hope Trey Young make all these shots. We didn't have, I had no concern last night, like about about the players we had to take the pressure off Trey. I wasn't even concerned. I was like, this is what Murray is here for. And they're playing their roles right now. Now, what I'm gonna say this, let me add this. I'm not saying this shit is gonna be peaches and cream to the end of the season. It could be a little 4-game win streak, and we go back sucking. It could happen. I'm just saying what you've been seeing the last 4 games, that's what you want from Murray. That point of attack defense crap, fuck that. You can only play good defense. Your defensive effort really in today's NBA is going to be determined by the referees. The referees determine how physical you can get. The referees determine what they gonna let slide, what they not gonna let slide. So I mean, when I got a guy giving me 20 points on efficient ass shooting a career season from 3, why would I want to trade that? And he's on amazing money. So where you gonna get that type of production? And when people tell me about Kobe Buffett, that's why I ask them Solution and Darian. I say, so you telling me if we trade Murray starting next year, Kobe gonna give me the same production as Murray?
No way.
If your answer is no, then why are you trading Murray? As far as when you're trying to build a team to win, I'm not even thinking about the money part because I know Tony Russell just think about the money, and I do understand at this moment, DeJounte is our best asset outside of Trey Young. Obviously, you can't trade Clint Capela without adding a pick to it. Hunter, we owe him $90 million over the next 40 years, and he got bad knees. He about to be coming off the bench. What you think you gonna get for a dude that's owed $90 million over the next 4 years that gotta come off the bench because his knees bad? Think about that, chat. That's what I be telling. What would you, if you was not a Hawk fan and you was a fan of any other team, what would you offer the Hawks for a Hunter? What would you offer the Hawks for a Clint Capela? I guarantee it won't be what you think us fans expect. So like, and all I be trying to do is keep this shit kind of realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they I mean, listen, man. It's actually some fans who upset because we winning. And what I tell those fans is this: you might want to sit back and enjoy the ride, because when we get to this off season, or if they do something starting at the trade deadline, we gonna get worse as a team, worse as tap with the talent. The talent is gonna be worse. Are you ready to embrace that? Because if you a trade Murray guy, and when we trade him, I don't expect to hear nothing from you about Trey needs help. I don't expect to hear nothing from that type of fan, because my rebuttal is going to be Trey had help. He had help. Now he may not be an all NBA help, but he has help in Murray. So I mean, it is what it is, man. What's your thoughts, Darian?
I mean, you can't trade. If you trade Murray, there's no doubt you're gonna get worse. Like that's easily. And what you were saying earlier with the whole contract situation and stuff like that. I think we both know that's why they were looking at Austin Reeves. That's why they wanted Austin Reeves so bad, so that they could get him on that $60 million contract that he's locked in for.
Exactly, which will say if you move Murray for Reeves, obviously we know other shit be included, but just looking at the money part, Reeves making $12 million for the next 4. Subtract 12 from Murray 27, 29. The Hawks saving, what is that? 10, 12 million off that deal alone, over the next 3 years. It's just a money move, man. That's all that was. My bad, Darren. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, man, I love the way DeJounte's playing defense. Trey's been playing pretty good defense too. Like
Salute.
Trey has stepped it up on that end.
Salute, man. Like, oh my bad. Go ahead, man. I didn't mean to cut you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
What I was gonna say is the reason I be on Trey Young so much about defense is because even Steph Curry, it got to a point to where they was like, you have to guard a guy, my guy. The days of trying to hide your ass is over with. And that's what they did. They stopped hiding him on defense. He started guarding the man. And it's like when Trey Young was guarding Austin Reeves when we played the Lakers. I don't care Austin Reeves scored 28 points. What I cared about was Trey was assigned to a guy. So when you're assigned to a guy, everybody is accounted for. So there's no extra rotations because you got to cover down because you're trying to hide somebody on defense. And I respect the fact that even when they started going at Trey last night at the beginning of the game, if y'all remember, they went straight at him with Klay Thompson in the post, and they kept trying to go back to it. I respect the fact that Trey didn't back down. He didn't try to switch off of him. He just said, "Hey, I'm gonna try my motherfucking best." It is what it is, and that's all you can ask. It ain't shit we can do about Trey. We can't grow him no more. But the fact that he is stepping up to the challenge of saying, "This is my guy," and if the dude scored 28, who give a fuck? Because like I tell people, at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing.
You know
Curry,
the crazy thing is that like if you get Trey in the post like they did last night, like it's a wrap. That's just size difference, right?
right?
But Trey out on the perimeter, like when Trey out on the perimeter when he tries, isn't bad at all.
No, he not. Because you know what? What at the NBA level, and Darian and Solution, let me know if I'm crazy. At the NBA level, all those dudes can score the fucking basketball. Okay? At certain levels. They can score the ball. You're not gonna hold nobody to 0 points. That's a score, right? So the fact I just need Trey to be on that perimeter and make them work for the shot. Make them use as much energy that you can make them use for that shot because it wears down over the course of the game. And that's the same thing I say when we have the ball offensively. You should be going at a Steph Curry. Go at him. You want him to have to defend. You want him to to foul your guys. You want them to use as much energy as possible. And the theory is like, I know Solution, you're a football guy. You're a football guy, Darian?
Yeah.
It's just like what you do in football, right? What do they tell you in football? Run the football. Keep running. But they put an 8 in the box. Keep running. Why? Because in that fourth quarter, all that wear and tear that you did in the first 3, that's when you start seeing that 3-yard run turn into 6-yard runs. Because now they tired. They can't give you that much effort. You know what I'm saying? Look at Steph Curry. I was just about to go there, Marion. Steph Curry run around so much. He got to be the most fittest dude in the league. He run around so much. You couldn't look at DJ last night in that fourth quarter and be like, I was like, this dude is gassed, bro. He's tired.
Easily.
You could tell, like he did at about that fourth quarter, bro. He didn't want to attempt to go through a screen. He didn't even want to attempt it, bro. Because
That's why.
he was
You know what?
so
That's why.
gassed.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't pressing offensively because he was.
Right. So you know what they was doing? After I heard Quinn's press conference, now it made sense what they did last night. You saw they kept sending Murray, starting in the third quarter. They kept sending Murray to the corner, and we ran all our action away from Murray. I think now I'm just trying to put two and two together. Two and two together. I don't know if this is true. I believe that Quinn Snyder was just doing that on purpose to give Murray some rest on the court without taking him out the game. That's what I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm only saying that now because Quinn Snyder said at the post game, he's like, hey, he had to guard Steph Curry. He was chasing him around all night. So now I'm like, he was probably trying to get the dude some rest on the court because he put him way in the corner, bro. And Murray in that corner, bro, he didn't even attempt to look like he was finna get the ball. His hands weren't up, and he was hands on the knees, holding the shorts. I was like, some fans thought, And I mean, once again, I don't know for sure. I could be wrong, but some fans thought like Murray had an attitude. I'm thinking, no, this dude tired, bro. He's tired. So, I mean, that sounds like it makes sense to me.
But I'm going back to your point about a lot of fans are mad that the Hawks are winning. I would say this from a numerical standpoint, it's a lot easier to start from 500 than at the bottom. Okay, so I'd rather start from a team that has the identity of a playing team, even though I know it's kind of you're in shark's water at 500 because you don't know if you're going up or down. But trust me, rebuilding is not fun. I remember them years with the Braves when we went from worst, we had to go from first to worst and worst to first. All that is not fun. So then you say, okay, well, who's responsible for getting the team above 500 on the championship level? And it goes back to your guy, I forgot his name, blaming the front office. Because you got to think about it, when we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, that was a time for us to get some real legit star power in here. And we didn't. We just locked up some guys' contracts that had a lot of flaws, had a lot of injury issues, and we
Tony,
over. Yeah, we
the
over.
owner, bro.
We
And
over.
that's what I told people. Solution. I said when I speak on Tony Wrestler, I can only go off of his track record. You had 2 Eastern Conference final runs by your organization to where you had an opportunity to go out and address needs to make said team better. Both times he refused to do it. He refused to add a big time free agent, some key veterans. He did not do that. He tried to keep everything internal, and that's what. And now you get what you got. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to tell fans: you really putting your faith in Tony Wrestler. He has not. He's never shown you he's trying to build a championship team.
Keep that thought. Keep that thought. Keep that thought. That is very true. That's why we've been having coaching changes. That's why we've been having front office changes. Because what you think? They saying the same thing we saying. Travis, like, why don't you go out here and get this player that I need? Oh, I don't get it because that's too much money. You know, why we will go ahead and get Trey some help? No, Trey's a star. We don't want another star next to Trey. Trey's are all we need. You know what I'm saying? So it's like looking at what other teams are doing. Let's talk about where we are currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, when you in a league where scoring is at a premium, the one thing that you gotta have is size. When you look at the top teams, man, look, Lively was out for Dallas last night. They started Kleber. They had Kleber, Dwight Powell. They didn't even use Rashawn Holmes. Rashawn Holmes was on the fucking bench, bro. Like, we ain't even got that kind of depth in our big situation. Boston, they got Cornette. They got that young dude Quater. They got
Porzingis.
Hauser, Porzingis, right? I mean, Orlando got Bataze, Isaac right here, the free throw line, Wendell Carter Jr. Like teams that are contending, they got size and they got depth at that center position. We had borderline got a G League player in Bruno. Now that Clint is out, what the front office needed to do was address size.
And you
That's
know what's and you know what solution? I gotta go research, but under Travis Link regime, he always kept he will only go up to 14 players. He will always have an open roster spot, right?
yeah.
So you could take a flyer on like what's wrong with going out, finding a wing player or another big and putting them on a 10-day, put them on 2 10 days
I'm
and
trying to
just see what you got. But you know what? I think we full on the roster. That's why I keep saying you got to cut somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, like but you starting to see a lot of, uh, for lack of a better term, a lot of rookie mistakes from Landry Fields and company
that
because
is
the
don't know. Hey, bro, when we have the Eastern Conference in our hands, They fumble the ball every time, bro. Like you can tell they don't have basketball acumen, bro.
They green, man. They green in that position. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you working, and y'all know this already, when you working in these executive positions, you know what your biggest thing is working out there? Your network, your connections, who you know. That's how a lot of these teams get some of these deals done because it's favor for a favor. Hey, remember when I hooked you up? Woo, 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 woo? Hey, look out for me right here. Now they'll do it on small. They always do it on like small deals. Man, let me get that dude for 2 second-round picks, man. Come on, you know I looked out for you last time, man. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? It's your relationships that they develop with agents, right? Why do you think we had the report? You saw the Knicks trying to make up their relationship with Clutch Sports all of a sudden because you have to have these relationships. And with that Landry and Kyle, with them being so green, they don't have those type of relationships. I bet you Travis Link got enough has a network big enough, has connections to where he could have got Capella moved to another team. Now I'm not saying we was gonna get no crazy return, but the fact that you just want to get him off the team money wise, he would have found a way. He would have found something. He would have got a second round, 2 seconds or something for him, right?
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you see that behind you see that now. And let me say one more thing, Solution, be quiet. The homeboy Marion has said we just may be better than a playing team. We have been injured. Marion, add next time Mikey come on this show, I want you to ask Mikey what I told him about a week ago. I told him the same. I told him that a week ago. I said we got a chat on Twitter. I said, Mikey, I'm sitting here and I'm really thinking maybe our season has been off track due to not being healthy. We have not had our top 8 guys until I think after the Dallas game. We finally got
That's
our top 8 guys on the court in the game at the same time.
that speaks to that lack of depth, though. I agree with that, but that's if you got to have we have to have all of our guys healthy in order to be effective. Where you have some teams they can miss like a starter or two, like Cleveland, like New York, like they
Yeah.
got that
that,
depth where they can just plug someone in and go.
exactly. That's the point I was just about to make. Mitchell Robinson has been out all most of the year for New York. They plug Isaiah Hartenstein in. He's looking like the most improved player of the year, bro. Like that's exactly what we don't have, bro. Like and he playing consistently every night against top bigs in the league. And this is what the front office don't understand. That's missing from our team. We cannot defend the paint. We look good right now, but when we go against a really good contender, we cannot defend the paint very well. We get killed on the when Clint not out there. We are terrible defensively rebounding. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have that. Hey, what was in the Eastern Conference Final? Who was backing up Capella? Didn't we have Deadman and Gallinari backing him up one time?
For the finals run, you had
Who
I
was
don't
back?
think Deadman was there. Double O was a rookie. You had Gallo.
They played 5 out. It seems like a lot during that finals run, though.
Who was the backup bigs in that
Matter of
year?
fact, why am I even guessing? We got the internet right here. I'll look it up right now. Matter of fact, I'll look it up right here on this page. Let's see here. Let's go to what's it called? StatMuse.
I
It'll
got
tell us. It'll tell us. NBA conference final one was 2021 or 21 2020. It was
I think it was 2021.
2020 21. 2020. 2020 2021 Atlanta Hawks. Let's see here. 41. Yep, this is the conference final run. Yep. So the roster is you have Bogey, Clint, John, Dunn, Fernando. Damn, ain't no other big listed up here. You had Combo as a rookie.
So we had, was Gallo on that team?
Yep. Gallo was here.
So we had Gallo. See, that was a difference. So we had Gallo. Who was starting the Hunter was a 3, Colin was a 4, Capela's a 5. So we had Bruno. You said Bruno was there.
Yep.
See, he was getting more run then though. Bruno was getting more playing time back then. So it was that. But I tell you, boy, the team right here.
Yeah, go back to I mean,
What did he add? Click on Bruno name and see what he averaged that year.
shit. Bruno ain't barely played, man.
2.9, 2.4.
He played, let's see, what year? See all, my bad. See all. So 2021, he averaged 6 or 7, let's call it 7 minutes.
He wasn't playing a lot.
68%, half a rebound, half an offensive rebound. Let's call it 2 defensive boards, 2.4 boards total, 0.3 assists. He was awful. But
we brought him back on the team.
He a second round pick, man. You know what's so crazy about that? You know what's so crazy about that solution? It was so funny when we traded for him because he had his best game of the career against us.
I remember the game.
So did Garrison Matthews. I think Garrison Matthews went for like 20-something against us.
Yep.
2 weeks later, we traded for him. I'm like, what are we doing here?
You see how low IQ our front office is, bro?
I remember that draft. It was supposed to be between, we were supposed to either draft Bruno or Daniel Gafford, and we ended up going with Bruno.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
I'm almost positive Gafford got drafted a couple of picks later.
Gafford balled out today. I was watching the Washington game. He was killing them on the boards today. Man,
that's what I'm and it's just like, so at the deadline, this is what I think the Hawks should do, man. Because they're gonna cut salary anyway. Just stand pat, stand with what you got. Unless somebody meets your demands, whatever the Hawks set, what their demands are, just stand pat. Let us enjoy this little, hot streaking stuff, and then make your moves in the all season. Because you're not gonna get nothing right now.
You know what I don't like about that Bruno situation, bro? With us having these young guys, what can he offer the young talent we got? Like, bring the established veteran or somebody that can teach the young guys some. What can Bruno teach Double O that Double O can't do, bro?
None.
That's why Miami was so good for so long, man. When they kept Udonis Haslem on the bench, because he was a teacher of the game, bro. He taught culture. Bruno can't teach no fucking culture to nobody, man.
Nope. To me, I don't even know why we traded for him back, like, to be honest. But
that's our issue, bro. We got damn shit on this bench. When we was winning, we call him bench mob, bro. Like, you gotta have depth in this league. I don't know why they want to not address the proper depth, bro. It's ridiculous. It don't make no.
I always wondered why earlier in the year, why did they go back and sign Krejci? And he was injured.
We just bring up more and more bad spoiled milk, bro. For real. We just keep bringing it up,
because man, like the moves done by the front office, it should. And I try to tell fans this, man. The moves by the front office and ownership, you should be questioning front office and questioning ownership. So if you upset that Murray has not did whatever you thought he was going to do, or B, you need to be looking at the people who traded for him. You need to ask them, how come this guy not doing this? What's the next move? Whoa. Don't be mad at the player. The player ain't asked to come here. Landry Fields and then went to go get him for Trey. So, I mean, all I'm saying is, man, right now at the deadline, we probably should stand pat. Damn, dude, this is a bad spot to be in, bro. It's a bad spot to be in, man. Like,
told you this. About 3 weeks ago on the show? Remember, I told you we were in a bad spot when we started talking. When stuff started going down here, I said we got the other teams in the East getting better than us. Our roster is not completely flushed out with balance. You know, we keep talking about Trey need help, but when Trey come in and DeJounte go out, look what he working with. This is what we talking about. This is what he working with. Who he working with? Wesley Matthews, who can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Trey can't stay healthy. He working with Garrison Matthews. He's a one-trick pony. He plays
Mm-hmm.
just here and there, but all he can do is hit a spot up three. Can't put no pressure on the defense. Patty Mills, who didn't hardly play none hardly in the beginning of the year, he comes in, flashes, disperse. I don't know what his role is on the team. I mean, and I think he can offer a little bit more, but Quinn don't know how to find minutes for these guys, man. Like I just don't know where we going. You know, and it's put so much pressure on DeJounte, put a lot of pressure on Trey every night to keep his game, to keep his team in game. You know, and talking about last night, you know, we gotta understand, like, everybody talking about the Hawks. The thing about the Hawks, we don't comfortably put teams away. We always gonna be in a dogfight with teams. This is not an elite team that gonna beat teams by 20, 25 points 2 or 3 days out of the week. They don't have that. They're gonna scrap wings out. And that's the identity of this team until the front office address these same issues that we talking about. So it remains. I think we should stay packed. Like I said, stay packed. The main asset we have is DeJounte, and there's no one out there right now that can give us what DeJounte can offer right now, unless they're gonna just try to get some picks and downsize the talent there. That doesn't help Trey. That doesn't help Trey. Now you got Capela hurt, and you don't know how DeAndre Hunter is going to work out. And we even got the All-Star break. Still got another half the season. We hoping that he can still play on that knee. So you got to keep DeJounte, man. You can't give him up, because we brought him here because you said it best. We had the line right here. We shipped him out, right? We had secondary ball handlers. We got rid of them. You know, they was in the G League. We didn't develop. I think Skylar Mays went to Portland or what.
Mm-hmm.
We brought DeJounte here to be that other ball handler, so when Trey goes out of the game, we don't look weak. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that.
And guess what, Solution? That shit played out perfectly last night.
Yeah, it did.
Played out perfectly last night. And like I can't fathom why fans want to move Murray for players that's no good. Like, why would I want Quentin Grimes? What is he gonna give me Murray production? No.
And Grimes didn't even play last night. I mean,
Exactly.
let me tell you something. Miles can play just as good as Quentin Grimes. I mean, Quentin Grimes ain't no star in this league. He's probably a 4th, 5th option on an elite team. And you want to bring him in? Come on, man. Him and picks, that don't do nothing. You understand? Real Hawks fans like us, man, they've been watching this team for over 2-3 decades. No, this team, this organization with a real estate background ownership. No, they're not Mark Cubans, and they're not Jerry Busses. They're not Pat Riley's of the league. They're not Magic Johnson. They don't know what to do with draft picks, and we've never been able to develop draft picks. So we need to keep stars that we have. He's one of the few stars, along with Joe Johnson, that want to come here and play with Atlanta. You know, yeah, true enough. What can we keep talking about? Oh, the time that they have hasn't worked, bro. Like, we ain't won a chip yet. So what? Throw time out of there. You know, give them whatever they got them need. Give Quinn whatever he need, because shit, we ain't won no fucking championship. So, I mean, give the shit give it a run, because it's better than. And let me tell you something. I'd rather have Trey and DeJounte than just Joe Johnson going against the world. I'm just keeping it up, bro.
And Solution. That's another point I try to make to some of our younger fans. I try to make the point, like one of the points like that, to our younger fans, saying this. When was the last time? Now, DeJounte, no matter how he got there, he is considered an all-star player.
Yeah.
When was the last time we had two all-stars playing in their prime for the Hawks?
It's been a long time, bro.
Exactly. And that's why I be trying to tell fans, like, that's why I tell them, enjoy what we got going on right now. Enjoy it. And like I said, man, because we dump we will be dumping people in the offseason. If we don't move nobody by the deadline, don't even trip. People will be moved in the off season so we can get under the cap. Chat, have y'all been following our cap situation? Do I need to y'all want me to pull the salaries up so y'all can see? Have you been following the Darian?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, you're right. I mean, Tony does not do luxury tags. He just doesn't do it.
So I mean, like, and that's why I kind of backed off from clowning Landry Fields, because it, to me, in my opinion, it's not fair for the owner to put an expectation on the general manager, but then you gonna tie his hands by saying, "Hey, you can't spend over this amount," and you
Yeah.
already got people on contract.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair. That's not fair to Landry Fields, and obviously he's not gonna say nothing because this is his first gig as
Yeah.
a GM. He don't want to trick it off.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was the part that really sucks is us, the fans, are the ones who got to suffer and watch the product and hope that they put something together and win games. Fortunately, that's what we're doing right now. But
I
for
feel,
me,
I feel like wrestler. I feel like wrestler wants the team to be. He wants success. Well, I don't even know if he wants success, but if he gets it, he wants it in a certain way. Kind of like what OKC has right now, when they have all those young guys
mm-hmm,
under contract for like a certain amount of time.
mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to pay anyone.
it's just like when you what they do in football, they try to get all the good skill position players as veterans and then try to go cheap on the quarterback through the draft. It's like but you in the NBA, it don't work like that in the NBA. Like, because you need star players to win championship. I mean, it's a proven theory. Like, you need star players. Why? Because the game in the playoffs slows down so much. You know, you see way more isolation in playoff basketball. And I mean, like, good players don't come cheap. Sooner or later, Oklahoma City gonna be going through the same thing. Who we gonna keep? Who we gonna pay? Minnesota gonna be doing it next year.
Yeah.
They got Ant, Gobert, Towns. That's just three off the top of my head, and they are all three on max contracts.
Yeah,
And
and it's
we
gonna get
over,
a max easily.
over here complaining. Well, not us, but the ownership, and we only got one dude on a max deal. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm always like, I don't, at the end of the day, Tony Russell is a billionaire. That luxury tax, the money part won't hurt him. Now, I understand if some fans don't want to deal with the tax penalties that you get at the first apron and the second apron. But my response to them is this: every championship team, any team right now, Darian, Solution, Chat, any team right now you think that's competing for, that has a shot at a championship, not making the playoffs, who has a shot at the championship, tell me if they not in the luxury tax.
Yep.
It's almost to the point. It's gonna be anytime any team that gets to the playoffs is gonna almost have to touch that tax.
There you go.
I mean,
So his theory is never going to work in the NBA. Tony Russell trying to win he's trying to money ball to a championship.
I just know we need winners in the front office. Alex Rodriguez might not have never picked up a basketball, played professional basketball in his life, but I know he won in the major leagues. I don't know how much ownership he got in the Timberwolves, but I know he want to win. The dude got a championship mentality, bro, and he gonna spend money. He gonna want about to spend money. Like, we need people in our front office that want to fucking win, bro. Like, I don't feel that from this front office. I don't feel like when shit hits the fan and people ain't showing up in the damn stands and they want to talk about trading somebody. You just spent 3 first-round draft picks for this man a little over a year and a half ago. And just because the team ain't playing good, you want to dish him out the door? It ain't his fault, man. Like y'all
And
need
they,
to get
and
together.
they really, my bad. Go ahead, Solution. I didn't mean to cut
No,
you off. My bad.
go ahead. Say what you gotta say.
And they really, as people you was telling me about Quinn Snyder, you really have not given the backcourt a decent opportunity. If
That,
let's say this, let me know if I'm crazy, y'all. Chat, let me know if I'm crazy when I say this. Let me know if I'm crazy, Darian. Solution. So people tell me, Quinn Snyder, the players are not doing what they need to do because they still have to learn Quinn Snyder, whatever system, all this mumbo jumbo, right? So my response is, well, shouldn't we give Murray and trade backcourt that same amount of grace so they can learn what Quinn wants? Murray and Trey backcourt has played what, a half a season? What, a total season now? Because he took over last February. So they really only had what, a year with
Yeah,
Quinn
something like
Snyder?
that.
yeah. Let me tell you something. We have been brainwashed about this whole backcourt shit. Let me tell you something. How much points did we score last night, Demar?
Shit, I don't know. It was like 130, I think.
141.
140. Yeah, it was up there.
Bro, let me tell you something. Ain't got nothing to do with Trey and DeJounte offensively. Let me tell you what it is. The thing with the Hawks, as we know, I'm just saying plainly, is defense. Defense in the NBA takes. Let me tell you something. It's a lot easier to. It's saying me. Say if I came to Texas tomorrow, right, and said we were gonna play a pickup for a whole week. I'm just come down there. I'm gonna play in a week tournament, right? And we playing with 3 other dudes that we don't know. It's gonna be easier for me and you to pick up offense. I can say, hey, bro, go up there in the corner. I'm gonna tell the other dude, give me a pick and roll. And every time he come out the pick and roll week, I'm gonna jack the 3. If he get me, you be ready to shoot. Easy offense is so much easier to learn. But when you with somebody that cannot play defense, bro, that shit is hard as fuck, bro. Cause you just up there giving up points, especially if he undersized, he can't move his feet. The other dude got length, you gonna get killed. The problem is with Atlanta is not the offense. You gotta listen. You know how much new guys we got on the team? We
Yeah.
the Matthews brothers trying to come back. He wasn't playing much last year. We escalated his time. We played through injuries. We got JJ getting more run. Let me say, they trying to learn how to play defense together. That's the problem with the team. We trying to put this shit on Trey and DeJounte backcourt, and they can't play together. They can play together. The nigga put up 141 points. The problem is the team trying to learn how to play a defensive scheme.
But see, I'm gonna tell you Solution. I'm gonna tell you.
No, let me finish my point.
Oh, go
What?
ahead. My bad. My
No,
bad.
let me finish this point. What got the fucking coach fired in Milwaukee?
Probably hard. In my opinion, Adrian Griffin, some hard coaching, holding people accountable.
Defense. Do you know Brook Lopez was calling that for? I'm gonna put it up in the I'm gonna send it to you so you can see it, bro. They defense that they traded for Lillard. Their defense has been terrible. They've been getting cooked on the pick and roll. Brook Lopez been out of position. They're not the same team from when they had Drew Holiday. Know why? Because they got new players on. They can score points. Giannis,
Mhm.
like what? Giannis put up like 48 points last night. They can score points or anybody, but they defense, they've been dropping games like crazy because they defense been terrible, bro.
Well,
And
but see, that's what happens. Solution when you substitute what they decided to do, what the Bucks decided to do, was substitute defense for offense.
exactly.
That's what they did. So that's why it's crazy when they say, "Hey, and the funny part about it, the shit was actually working." You don't go 30 and 13 in the NBA and say that's a fluke. But the funny part is, people was talking about the Bucks defense by numbers, by the statistics, and I'm like, what you thought was gonna happen? You substituted your best on-ball defender for a dude who don't defend, who's an offensive guy. What you thought was gonna happen? You thought Damian Lillard was gonna come here and just turn into Drew Holiday or something? No, No.
Not to mention that
Bro, do you know they lost?
I don't know why they thought about Chris Middleton not being hurt. Chris Middleton's not the same defender he was.
Yeah,
You
he
know
done
they
fell
lost,
off like a motherfucker this year.
bro. You know they lost to Portland the other night. Did you see that shit?
I saw. I see the game. I saw the score.
Anthony Simons them lit their ass up, bro. 8 and
And
all of them, bro.
yeah,
They lost.
it was never. I really believe the coach got fired in Milwaukee because he was holding their ass accountable. Because guess what? What is Doc Rivers known for? When they went to go get Doc Rivers, I knew it was some bullshit. I'm like, everybody knows Doc Rivers caters to star players. So when they say he know how to coach star, no, he know how to cater to the stars so they don't get mad, right? So, but I mean, it's like this. It's the same thing. Speaking on the defense for the Hawks, right? Defense to me, right? One thing is to be a good defender, you have to know how to read the game. What do I mean by that? You have to be able to see what's happening, and you have to be able to process also at the same time what could happen. Like, what are they doing? Okay, I see they about to start a pick and roll. I see they got some pin downs. I see they got Curry running around. What is he gonna do? What do I need to be doing? Where's my guys at? Where's my help at? But
Hey, I know you know this because, bro, you be doing the watch logs. I be hearing you all the time. Like, what is he doing? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I'm pointing stuff out like, bro, why are you leaving this guy?
Right.
Why would you leave a guy?
Yeah.
Bogey. I already know who you're talking about. Bogey. Bogey will leave someone in a heartbeat.
Why? Because this is my theory, and y'all can say I'm crazy, right? If you're not a big, like Bogey is not a defender, right? Trey is not a lockdown defender. Well, Trey just too fucking small. Why are you helping me in the motherfucking paint? What are you going to do to help me?
He don't do nothing.
9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a foul. You may get a steal or a turnover occasionally, but in my opinion, it's not worth the risk. Stay out there on them 3-point shooters. And like I be trying to get across to some people, if the dude scores, he just scores. It's only 2 points. That's it. Now I can see if you change your scheme when the game on the line. I can understand for certain you change your scheme for certain situations, right? End of the game, side outs, shit like that. I can understand that. But just overall during the game, why are you coming to help me? Let me guard my man. If he score, he score. It's on, it's like Solution and Darian in chat. When you play ball outside, LA Fitness, YMCA, wherever, how many times do you see somebody get double teamed?
Hard.
Oh, never.
No, because you like, if he score, he just fucking score.
Locking in on your play. That's it.
Right. Now, if the game on the line, you're playing the 12 and they got 11. Now I can see you trying to do something in, whatever. But nobody does that shit. So why at the NBA level, where you supposed to be in a professional at your craft, why? Like, I just know, listen, I just don't understand why Trey and Bogey come help anybody in the paint. I can understand I can even understand if they go help somebody in the lane. You can't help me. Just stay on your guy. Because what do? All they do is kick the shit out. Wide open three. Where? From the corner. It's always from the corner. Wide open. Thank God. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to shut up, Solution. Nigga, thank God Klay Thompson was sorry as shit last night.
Yeah.
Sure. How many wide open threes, Darian, did you see Thompson miss last night?
Way too many. Good
Thank God, bro. Thank God. Bro, because if he just would have shot 30% from three, we lose in regulation.
Yeah.
So, bro, it just sometimes you just gotta be, and I'm gonna say this and shut up. It go back to what to be a good defender, just like being a good offensive player, man, you have to understand, you got to know the game. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know who you guard, and just like you want to know who guarding you, so you know their tendencies, and you could try to use their tendencies against them. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man,
I mean, that's what Quinn is dealing with. Like I said, I was telling Juan about Igor, the offensive guy that we got on there. You can see the offense is there. But man, come on. If me and you were, if us three were coaches and assistant coaches, and we had that team to try to come up with defense, bro, we be having headaches every night, bro. For real. I mean, first of all, you dealing with Trey. He gonna need help if it's a tall athletic guard. Then we got, like you said, people helping for no reason. Because even though Clay had a bad game, that dude Pajemski, he came in when Wiggins didn't play. He was balling, and then the other little dude, he on this. He was in flames. Like he was. So they still got cooking from other people that shouldn't even got shot, but it was because of our defense, our rotational defense. Not good, bro. And then I see this fool bring in there Wesley Matthews for a little run. Like, he ain't making no difference, man. He ain't making no difference, man. Like, this is the shit I be fucking talking about, man. Get people off the bench that can make a difference so we can get leads and sustain leads. When
See, I think, well, I thought that the acquiring of Wesley Matthews, I thought he was gonna play like occasionally, 5 minutes here, couple DMPs, get in the game. I thought he was just here to speak on Trey Young, like help him guide him through his career as a vet. Now, I will say this in Quentin's defense. I'm hoping it's injury is why he's running these dudes so much. It has to be. I don't see no other way why you would get Garrison. Well, I see why he started because Bay had went down the other night. So I mean, but like I said,
that trade,
why not clear a roster spot and go get a wing?
That's what I'm saying. Our rock, man, we wasted.
That's how you know they don't want to. That's how you know Tony don't want to, bro. Instead of he got the 10-day, he could be dude. We got the mid-level exception sitting right there, bro. $10 million. We are $9 million under the luxury tax. He could spend $8 million. You telling me
exactly?
It ain't a wing out there. Somebody you just need to come out here and help defend, play 10 minutes. It ain't nobody out there for $5 million, $7 million.
And they tell something. No disrespect to Wesley Matthews, Garrison Matthews. More if Wesley Matthews was to get cut by Atlanta Hawks right now, I'm pretty sure he good. He done had a long career as an
yeah. Why not use? How about this? Why not take AJ and trade him for a fucking wing? You not playing him anyway.
Oh, that's what I think they're gonna do. I honestly think that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
We can keep
AJ. You could take AJ, right? And this is since the Hawks want to be cheap. You could do it cheap. Take AJ and just trade him. Find a wing that makes less than him. Find a wing that was in his class, a draft class, something like, and just do a swap. I mean, it's that simple. You not playing this guy anyway. I don't even think Quinn think this dude is an NBA basketball player, bro.
I think AJ made $3.8 million to sit on the bench all year, bro.
I ain't even mad at him neither, because I know I set my ass there for $3 million. I ain't even much line. Hey, Damon, you up? I'm good, coach. I'm good. I got the pad on my back. I'm good.
$1 million in Atlanta. They got easiest job in the world, boy. They made 3 points.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Since we speaking on AJ, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I wonder what Quinn sees in AJ or saw that makes him not want to play him. Because last year this time, guys, what were we doing? We over here celebrating. Salute to my guy Larry in the building, man. Dixon Way. Follow my guy on this channel, man. Hey, last year this time, we over here getting excited because AJ going to the little rookie game. We over here thinking we may have a potential fringe all-star guy, bro. And now he can't even play. And I'm gonna tell you something. People keep trying to say he got issues. Listen, I don't believe that's the case. I believe he had issues, but this is what, like I say, if your issues is that bad, right? Why are you on my bench? Why are you not taking care of what you got to take care of? Once you on my bench, to me, you got all your issues under control. They may not be solved, but you got them under control. So why you got to do? Why is he not playing?
It's very weird, man.
It's crazy. What's good, Larry? What's popping with you, my guy?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to tap in for a second before I do this national game. But yeah,
Well, what game you got going on today?
it's gonna come up at 6. It's gonna be Miami versus the Clippers, so it should be a good game.
Hey,
and
tap
also,
in with my guy Larry. He do a watch along, man. Hey, it'll be a good time. You tap in with Larry, man. Watch that Clipper game, man. We get some scouting report done on the Clipper. I hope
and that's why I'm doing it.
Hey, I know.
They play on the back-to-back, so that's another game we should be able to win. Hopefully, this game go into overtime and they fly into Atlanta late. Hopefully, they had a good time in Miami at first.
that's
Miami
right.
hangover, then Atlanta hangover. You
Hey,
feel
I
me?
I take all wins.
You feel me? Yeah, let's go.
Hey, I need you to carefully watch how Zubac play, because he back in the lineup and we ain't got no Capela. So I need you to see how fresh his legs look.
Well, I want to see how Congo go. I want to see if Zubac plays, how he does against Bam, and how we can attack him, because Zubac's been playing well this season. Also, with Harden's been very unselfish, and Russell Westbrook off the bench is a terror. He get to do whatever he want to. He ain't got to share it in. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if we match up with them, but hopefully, like I said, they have a long game tonight, and then they fly in. And James Harden like to partake. So,
yeah, I know.
He like to partake in the.
I hope Miami doing a job on Harden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About too much Harden playing.
I hope Miami representing.
I'm just worried about Paul George, because George is the one, man, always gives us a problem. I'm looking at the DJ George matchup and how Okongwu handled the center issues. I know JJ gonna welcome the challenge on Kawhi.
Yeah.
I know he gonna definitely. I don't know if Quinn. Now the thing is, if Quinn gonna put Hunter in the starting lineup tomorrow, that's gonna be what we need to look out.
Nah, I think Hunter's still gonna be on that restriction.
Yeah, I think he on minute restriction.
Yeah, he on minute restriction right now.
But you know what? They actually start Terrence Mann at the 2. So Quinn actually needs to actually take advantage of that lineup, because I think PG played the 3. So
who they point guard?
Harden.
James, right? Yeah,
Harden.
James.
Yeah, Harden is a point guard. Mann is a 2.
The 2, yeah.
Yeah, and then PG played the 3, and then they got Kawhi, and then they might let Zubac hold out because he's coming back. He might not play on the back of back.
So it'll probably be Trey on Trey Man.
No,
DJ on Harden.
Wait,
you can't put Trey on Harden.
How tall is Trey Man?
Trey Man 6'6".
Hell no, bro.
James is what? James has got to be 6'6" too, 6'6", 6'5".
James 6'5", 6'4".
Yeah, our backcourt gonna have problems tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, that's barbecue chicken alert.
We're gonna have to. Go ahead, Larry. My bad.
I'm hoping Kawhi is out too, not playing on the back-to-back.
Yeah, shout out to load management. I hope they exercise tomorrow.
Are they still on their winning streak? Because if they are, they probably gonna rest nobody. Aren't they on their winning streak?
No, they lost one.
They lost one? Okay.
Yeah.
I know Westbrook had that big game against Detroit, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So Detroit backcourt defense is terrible. They can't stop nobody. But they loaded, man. And then they got your boy coming off the bench. What's his name? Man, what's the small forward guy? Damn, I can't remember his name, but he good. Now I'm
losing it too.
Then they plug in Miles Plumlee, because Plumlee comes in and he been playing solid minutes for him at the center, right?
Bro, it sound like
Plumlee. Well, you know them Plumlee boys. They always play good role players.
Yeah, and then they got Tice. That's what I'm telling you, they got Tice, Zubac, and Plumlee, bro.
Hey, we about to see all the Moyeka fanboys tomorrow. We about to see.
I hope so. I hope Onyeka Okongwu find his internets and plays like that for the rest of it. If they finally drop, that's fine with me, man.
The guy I was saying about Norman Powell. Norman Powell, he cannot be the road guy tomorrow because he will come out there and knock down all them corner threes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Solution. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to If whatever Norman Powell is on Prize Picks, take the over. I'm telling you that right now.
Yep.
Whatever he get on Prize, take the over. Watch.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm about to get up out of here.
All right. Hey, you got anything? I thought you wanted to say. My bad. I know we switched the topic on you real quick.
I just don't want them to. I'm glad that the team is actually forcing wrestler not to sell. If he sell right now, they're in the 5-game win streak. Even in the 4-game win streak, if he sell right now, everybody will know what he's doing. He's cutting for cost, not the cut to make a move, guys. That's what he's doing. If he cut right now in our biggest win streak in the past 2 years, then yeah, he's cutting for cost. He's not cutting to get better. All right. So just get that in your head. Let's see what he do. This is the pressure right here. This is the pressure that our owner need to be under. If he do it right now, we know he's cheap bastard. I mean, we already know he's cheap bastard, but this is just solidified for those who on the fence like, oh, no, he's not doing that. He just don't want to pay for DeJounte because it's not working. Well, guess what? Something working. Hey, let him cook at the end of the game. Seemed like he wanted to do that. Let him cook. And Trey like, all right, go ahead, bro. You got it. It's working. So keep doing it. Hopefully the hangovers will work. I'm rooting for an overtime game. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.
All right, salute to my guy Larry tapping in, man. If y'all want to go to watch along, that's his channel, The Dixon Way. The Dixon Way, that's his channel. If you want to go watch along with him. Larry and his wife. Him and his wife do it. They very, very entertaining. If you want to go watch, do a little bit of Clipper scouting. But I can tell you right now, we don't match up with the Clippers. Okay?
Not at all.
We don't match up with the Clippers. And I agree what you said. I agree with Marion. We're going to have to play fast. It's going to be a high-scoring game, in my opinion. We got to score 130 tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that right now. You need to get 130 points. That's just because we don't match up with them defensively. They got us in size. They got us in just fucking player talent. Think about it. They got 2 former MVPs on that team.
Yeah,
you got PG, who's all NBA.
Yeah, they playing as a team. They looking good this year, bro. You know, and Kawhi playing out of his mind right now, bro. If Kawhi play tomorrow, if he don't rest Kawhi, it's gonna be an issue, bro. And some of the shots he been taking, the dude look healthy for once. Kawhi look healthy for once, man. Like honestly, that's been his major issue. His knees, you know, getting his legs back. His shot looks excellent right now, man. Like ain't nothing nobody can do to stop that guy. Look like he hungry. Look like he really want to win this year, bro. So it's a good test for us. I know they know that we got a winning streak coming in, so I know they ain't gonna take us for granted. They're gonna probably want to spoil our little party, and they come to Atlanta and all that. So it's definitely a good game to tune in and watch. It's a good measuring stick for us to see. It's just sad that we don't have Capela because we already lack size already, and they're deep in size. They got all their guards can rebound, all of them. Harden can rebound. PG can rebound. Of course, Kawhi can rebound. Zubac, he's a solid center. So it's a lot of pressure on Double O, and that's what I was saying. That's why I addressed it earlier in the chat. I mean, in our session here, we need size and depth, man. That's the only way we're gonna get to be able to play a hard defensive game against these bigger teams than us. And it's just sad that the front office has not addressed that after picking up DJ because it's not his fault. It's not DJ's fault, man. We need more size and depth on the front court. So it's a big grown-up game for JJ and Double O. So let's give them my blessings and hopefully come out and play tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow.
Hey, you know I'm looking forward. And off that, man, that's all I got, man. Trey, y'all got anything? You got anything, Darren? Solution to add? I'm pretty much good, man.
I mean, one last thing, you know, like I said yesterday, I just tapped in and tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Juan is real hard on the team, and I know our defense is not great. But let's give the team some credit for willing these wins out, because in clutch games we've been one of the worst teams at finishing games. So like you said, tomorrow, however we can get a win, we'll take it, especially with the injuries we've had. And that same people said, we beat KD, we beat Steph, we beat LeBron. But LeBron, that same Warriors team that we beat last night, LeBron gave them the business in overtime, and
Mm-hmm.
going to stay in overtime, right? And then we took going to stay to overtime, and we beat them in overtime. So we've been playing hard. We've been playing hard. We've been finding anytime you can see a team finding a way to win,
Yeah.
that can wake up a locker room when the team finds a way to win. So this
And you
this
know what? And let me add to that real quick. I said this on the watch along, guys, and this is true. Okay, I said this on the watch along. As a coach, as a person in a leadership position, all you have to do, well, I'm saying it like it's easy. What you want to do, especially when your team has one goal, you just need to find something you can rally your team around. Okay.
yeah.
That's all you got to do. Let me tell you something what I would be doing. If I was the coach, you know what I'd be doing right now? Well, I'd have been doing this beginning of the year. I would have had a board on Clint Capela's locker. You know what it said? I'd have been like, Clint, they said your value is 0. I will have a board on Murray's locker. And I'm going to list all the trades that they offer him, that was offered for him. Excuse me. I'm going to list the worst ones. I'll be like, look, Murray, they only think you worth this dude on a bench and a pick. That's what they think of you out there. We got some good bullet, and obviously you're gonna use the Trae Young, not an all-star thing. We have stuff out there. We have plenty bulletin board material out there that we can rally around, that the team can rally around.
Yeah.
Hopefully they using that, and they come out tomorrow, and they play with a chip on their shoulder.
I agree, bro. Like that's a missing thing that from this organization we've never had is culture, bro. Because that's what Dan Quinn brought to the Falcons. Even though we fucked up the Super Bowl, but Dan Quinn brought culture to the Falcons. He brought something that they could believe in, right? And that got us to the Super Bowl, bro. And it's like that's why he gained another opportunity as a head coach, because Dan Quinn, may not have the best record. He may not have ousted a Lombardi trophy. But one thing that organizations and owners know about Dan Quinn is that he brings culture to every team. So all that bulletin board material, it brings culture. It brings an identity. It sparks a fire underneath you as a player, and it'll grow in the locker room, bro. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I know people think it's corny, man, but I'm telling you, it's nothing like when you have that me against the world attitude. When you had that me against the world, us against the world attitude, you go a lot harder than you normally will. And that's all I got, guys. So, hey, make sure y'all tap in tomorrow. You know, we got the watch along tomorrow. Come tap in, hang out with your homies while we watch our house take on these Clippers, see if we can get the 5th game in a row. And I'm going to leave it off with Solution and Dairy, man. Y'all got any last things y'all want to add?
Yeah, I mean that's that, and I just want to finalize say, that's one thing that DeJounte does bring to our locker room. He brings that Spurs culture to our locker room, bro. Like Spurs is a winning. They're not winning now, but they know how to build a winning organization and build a winning team. And that's one of the few guys we got in our lineup, bro, that we trying to trade. That got culture in his blood, bro. So come on, man. That's all I gotta say, bro.
You got anything, Darian, you want to add while we close this out?
Just for tomorrow's game, just something underrated to look out for. I need Double O to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, bro. And JJ. AJ going against a Kawhi. That too.
Please, no stupid fouls.
And y'all, the homeboy Chris said he got us winning 135, 127. Okay, I feel you. Hey, I'll take it. Shit, I'll take anything that got the Hawks winning. Shit, I don't care how we win, as long as we win.
All
But
right.
shout out to everybody for tapping in, man. We appreciate the support. Make sure you smash that like button on your way out. If you didn't hit it on your way in, Kool-Aid said he gonna be in the game tomorrow. That's what's up. And matter of fact, the homeboy Dre gonna be at the game tomorrow. My guy who won the ticket to, we did a ticket giveaway. He won a ticket. He'll be in the house tomorrow too, man. So hey, salute to everybody who support the channel. We appreciate the support, and we up out of here, man. Well, I will catch y'all tomorrow for the watch along and the post game live, man. Peace.
Peace.
Hopefully both know when the weekends come around is when I feel like I'm safe and sound. Why does it have to be that way? Every single day I feel this way.
My heart froze, my shit ice cold, Trey Young.